What's up, everybody? In this video, I'm going to be showing you the most advanced distraction blocking system that I've ever seen. And this helps me remove all distractions from my computer, my phone, and in the physical world. So let's dive in. I'll do a quick demo to show you how this works. And then after, we'll get into how to set it up and all of that other stuff, right? So we're currently on the Disney Plus website. Obviously, that's blocked. Let's try to access YouTube. That's also blocked. Let's try a different tactic to watch YouTube videos. We go on YouTube, we grab a URL over here. We try to embed that URL in any platform that we want. And so in this case, we're going to try and click up. We input the website URL over here. Boom. This is going to keep loading forever. It's not going to work, right? And let's try something else, right? So let's actually try to do it with the ClickUp docs. We paste a YouTube URL. As you can see, it's embedded, right? And any tool you use, it's going to show up like this. But when you click play, it's going to be blocked, right? Let's try something else. Let's go on Slack over here. Let's input this URL like that. Normally, it would have a pop down. And by the way, I can actually show you how that works. So we'll go on my website. We'll grab a testimonial that I got from my client, copy that link, paste it inside Slack. And as you can see, it has a drop down that works. And if we were to click on this, it would actually work and show the YouTube video. And so that's a quick demo to show you how this works. Let me show you something else because I am obviously a content creator. I got to use YouTube, LinkedIn, all of these tools. How does it work for me? So we'll refresh the page on my LinkedIn profile. If we scroll down a little bit, you will notice that my activity section over here, it's gone. There's nothing. You're not able to see anything. And the reason why this is working is because I'm using this extension over here called Ad Block. Ad Block. So pause on this site, and at this point, we will refresh the page. And once we refresh the page, we're able to see that my activity section is back. So we're able to see all of my past posts and how those worked, and we're able to see the show all posts and go to that, right? And the reason why I've removed this is because I just want to post videos and then leave. I don't want to constantly come back. As you can see, I got 31 likes here, 13 likes here. I don't really care, to be honest, but I don't want to constantly have to think about that stuff, right? So I've removed it. Next thing, the homepage. As you can see, I've removed the homepage. I'm not able to see anything. I can click on this newsfeed eradicator, which is going to take me to a different tab. Does not seem to be working. Is it because all right. Well, hey, does not seem to be working. Anyways, Newsfeed Eradicator would allow me to actually remove this and I have access to my feed again. However, I'm going to show you something else that we are able to do. So yeah, like that. So when I do LinkedIn, I do 5 minutes. We go back on LinkedIn, we're able to see our feed once again. But I will actually remove the feed and then we will refresh again. And then at this point, I'll show you how ad block works. So ad block, when you click on ad block, you're able to go to the more section, hide something on this page. We can actually hide anything. So newsfeed eradicator, if I didn't want to have that option, I can remove that. If I wanted to remove, let's see, let's remove something else. So we will leave, did I actually just do that? I just removed newsfeed eradicator. Too bad. Oh, never mind. It's back. So do that again. Hide something on this page. Let's say we want to hide this. We can hide that, right? We can hide literally anything. I've got two notifications, and obviously you don't need to hide these to be honest. You might just want to set up your LinkedIn settings to remove that type of stuff. But the point is, using that tool, we were able to hide our activity and anything else that we find distracting for ourselves. Cool. And so the tool that I'm using is called Cold Turkey Blocker. And the way I've set it up is in different categories. And so we've got content creation, distraction, limited usage, movies, all of these different things. And by the way, we're not just distracting things that are bad for us, like food websites, porn, and all of these bad websites, right? We're also just removing things that might be beneficial, such as the content creation section, right? If we go to the content creation, I've blocked Canva, I've blocked LinkedIn, I've blocked YouTube Studio, I've blocked Vid, which is what I use to make these videos. However, I've blocked them at a specific time, right? And so if we go to this, we'll notice that from 12 a.m. to 4 p.m., it's blocked. And what this allows me to do is not be distracted with content creation when I should actually be focusing on my agency. And so it allows me to really like stay focused on task with what I need to do. And as you can see, it's currently 5 p.m. I just started creating this video. Cool. So that is one of the things. Next thing, the reason why we've got these different blocks, for example, if I wanted to watch a movie, I don't want to then have access to YouTube. I don't want to then have access to food, porn, and all of these other distractions. The way that I like to do it is have one distraction at a time and then move on. And the reason why you saw how we removed every single access point for YouTube or any of these other distractions is because I actually want the control to be in this button. And so in this button, it's not crazy. Like this takes me 2-3 minutes to actually complete. But with this section, this is what gives me access to any distractions that I choose. But I don't get to go outside of this. And so that's the idea, right? We make it so strict on the outside, but on the inside right here, it's up to us how strict it is. And so that's the idea. And so we've got YouTube, we've got sleeping block, and these are typically 600 characters. And so if we were to click on this over here, 600 characters, right? And it just depends on how strict you want. We can also use a timer, time range, restart, password. The one that I like is random text, as that simply just gives you a second to think about it. For example, on the perma blocks, which is like gambling websites, porn, all of that stuff, this is actually 1200 characters, right? So it's much longer than everything else. Now let's move on. Let me show you something else. I'll get into all of the nitty gritty tactics soon. Let's talk about the physical world, right? So what I've got inside here are credit cards that I use to eat outside, that I use to, and I've got a Fire Stick for movies as well. So this is not limited to the computer; it's everywhere. My whole life, I've got my environment controlled and dialed in. If I go to a friend's house, I know how to actually like control my environment. So let me show you how this works. So we go on Samsung Dex. Samsung Dex is what's allowing us to get connected to our phone. This is not actually how my phone looks, by the way. This is what my phone looks like, right? So we've got a home screen, and then we can scroll over here. We've got a full page, and this page is tasks, right? And so whenever I want to create tasks, I go here, we go over here, and then we've got a calendar. We've got screen time, which my screen time is usually 1 to 2 hours per day, and 50% of that is usually like my gym app, right? Because if I'm there, the app is open, and then the rest is like WhatsApp, which I've got a really cool block for that. So boom, we've got that. And then if we scroll up, this is all we see. Exclude one of these, right? Because one of these, I'm just using them for the purpose of this video, right? But normally we've got four, and these four apps are the gym app. We've got a finance tracking app, so that my finance tracking app is Monarch. We've got Noel alarm clock, this right here, and then we've got Spotify, which is also blocked to a certain extent. We can get into that later on as well. So let me show you how to get access to this right here. We will need to log into this tool called DBD. And so DBD is a lockbox tool, right? And so if we were to click on this, we will see that this is actually uh, connected to an app. And so I would have to click unlock. When I click unlock, it's going to connect. And then I have to put my, oh, actually, you know what? I can do that, right? Yeah, it just worked. There you go. So boom, I've got this open now, and we can grab our credit cards, right? We can grab our credit cards. We can grab the Fire Stick, and anything else that we find distracting. So that's how it works, right? And we can do it on the phone. And by the way, Samsung Dex, this app is usually blocked, so I don't have access to Samsung Dex. Um, this app would be in the distractions section over here. So we can block websites, we can block apps, we can block anything, right? And then let me also show you something else that I've got on my phone. And so on my phone, what I leverage is called a tool called Stay Focused. And so if we were to click on Stay Focused, this tool basically blocks different tools for me. So it blocks apps, blocks everything. And we've got a similar system going on, right? So force background. Force background is for like Gmail, Spotify, any of these tools that I don't want to be on like physically, but I can use them in the background. So like a podcast is cool, a music app, but I don't want to constantly be looking at it, right? Gym time. This gym time, oh, blocks like email and WhatsApp during the gym, messaging, morning block, same stuff, right? Same stuff that you've already seen. Let's go into WhatsApp, right? So this is something that's really cool, right? So we've got WhatsApp, but I've also removed the distracting websites. And so distracting websites, I actually don't even have the password. Let me pause this and be. So boom, I found the image that I use. So this is an image that I have on my phone, and this is the password to basically access WhatsApp chats that I don't want to have access to all the time. We're gonna ask ChatGPT to turn it into text. If it works, then cool. If it doesn't, then whatever. So boom, copy the code. We go back to Samsung Dex. We paste this over here, and it didn't work. So no results found in the chats. So it would actually the chats would pop up here. So they would say locked chats. But I guess it's just not gonna pop up because anyways, I would have to do it manually. And so it's the same idea, right? If I want to access chats that are distracting, I would do that. By the way, how you set that and how you set that up is by leveraging the locked chat. So this dude over here, I could just put him in the lock chat. And so when I put someone in the lock chat, they go, actually, you know what? We can lock Y's for now. So lock chat, what happens? Use your fingerprint, whatever, doesn't matter. So lock chats is what I use, and I put a password that's complex. I put that password in my Photos app, and so if I want to access it, I simply just type this in, and then boom, we're good. Um, I think that's basically everything. Oh, okay. One other thing, right? Reg edit. So reg edit is the other tool. Reg edit. So registry editor in Windows. This is what allows me to block things like incognito window. As you can see, I don't have access to incognito window because what you notice, I've got all of these different things blocked. But for whatever reason, I might want to try to find something, right? And so because I don't have incognito blocked, it forces me to stay on the things that I like. It basically forces me to not have bad things in my history. Next up, when we open Google Chrome over here, you're able to see that I've got one user, second user, third user, but I'm not actually able to add another user, and that's the same reason. And how we set that up is all through reg edit. Last thing is over here inside the cold turkey. As you can see, I'm able to delete the authenticator. I can remove it from Chrome. I can remove all of these different things. But cold turkey blocker, if I were to try to remove it, there's no option for that. It's installed by an administrator, which not really. I just have reg edit preventing the deletion of this extension, right? And finally, actually, one other thing that I removed for this particular video, let me pull. This is what I had removed for the video. It's called 1 sec. This is basically a delay timer. And so even if I manage to get access to my LinkedIn profile, right, which is over here inside, even if, right, I'm gonna have to give it some time, be intentional, right? Because I don't want to constantly just be checking for likes or whatever. I want to actually like be intentional, come here, post, all that. It's only like 30 seconds, right? And you can choose how long you want it to be, right? Final thing, right? Why are we doing all of this, right? We're doing all of this so that we can get some work done. So when we click on Google Chrome, this is what happens. It opens with my inbox. By the way, promotions folder, uh, whatever other folders over here, those are gone. How they're gone is using the ad block. And then this is the first thing I want to do. I want to see all of the emails that I've got. Next thing, I want to see all the tasks that I've got. And by the way, we have tasks in every single instance. So this is one place for the tasks. This is another place for the tasks. Inside here, this is another place for the tasks. On my phone, I've got another place for the tasks. And so make it as easy as possible for you to work, but as hard as possible for you to not get work done. That's the video. Cheers!